I want to make more money, I want to have purpose, and I want to have more time. So basically, here's the thing. I've worked gig-based jobs, contractor work, been a nanny, I've worked retail, I've worked in an office, and now I'm working as a gardener. I love being outside, I love learning about plants, but it just simply isn't like a job in which I feel like I'll be able to grow financially. And it's going to be hard on my body as time goes on. I would prefer to have a little more time and make a little more money. So I'm guessing you can relate because I feel like most people can relate. What kind of amount of time do I have to rest before and after work? The reality is I don't have any time to rest before work. I don't know why I put 2 hours on that end, but I've got about 2 hours after work to eat dinner and do a few chores and then have to go to sleep. I'm interested in becoming a therapist. I've been interested in this for a long time. I'm obviously really curious and interested in mental health. I've learned a lot about it through myself, and I've also had the opportunity to counsel and mentor other young women to recover from addiction and alcoholism. And so that's been a really rewarding experience. I've basically been in a women's trauma group for about 9 years at this point. And it's been really wonderful to literally see each other just completely change over the course of these like almost a decade now, and remembering what we were like versus how they are now. The way that group allowed all of us to learn to trust again, learn to socialize again, and learn to open up. I want to create more groups like this. I want to allow people to have the resources that I benefited so much from. I used EMDR therapy, brain spotting, internal family systems therapy has been amazing for me. Why now seems like a possibility financially and just in general. Basically, I'll be applying to FAFSA, and then I'm going to be talking to the financial aid offices at the schools that I'm applying to talk about how to make it possible. At this point, I feel ready for something like this because of my ability to save that I've shown in the past few years, my ability to create a more stable financial situation for myself. I actually met my goal today of my emergency fund goal, which was to have $7,000, which was about 3 months of like living expenses. Let's talk about time. So becoming a therapist, depending on which program I go to, will take about 2 years of schooling and then 1 year of like my practicum, which would be like doing like clinical hours. That means in like 2 years, I could be like practicing, like getting in there and helping people. My hope is to become a full-time student. I was considering being a part-time student and continuing to work, but I think just based on like what I've learned about my capacity and my mental health, that it would be better, especially if I have financial aid, which I hadn't been considering at first, to be a full-time student, even if that means that I'm in debt and I have loans taken out. In the meantime, I'm hoping to have more time. Obviously, I'll have to be reading, writing, and doing my schoolwork. But I think there's gonna be a little more flexibility just because it's not gonna be based on when a boss is telling me to work. And if I have some extra time, my idea or my goal that my friend gave me was to pick up some volunteer hours or start working for just part-time or just a small amount of time at a clinic or somewhere where that is applicable to the field that I'm going into. So we'll see how that goes. I'll keep you updated. So the idea is to have a little more money, a little more time, and to really have purpose, to like give what I've been so freely given. Well, freely, actually I had to pay, but honestly it's changed my life to go through therapy and to like have all these, to be able to trust again, to be able to fall in love, to be able to have confidence in myself. All these things are just so like I don't know. I'm just so grateful for what I've learned from therapy, and I'm so passionate about it, and I'm just really excited to hopefully be able to give it back to people. So I'm excited about that. And then in the meantime, hopefully I'll have a little more time for living, have a little more time for creativity, for all the things that I love about life, and make a little money a little more money than I am making now, or even the equivalent amount would be wonderful, but I think I would be making more money. It's just going to be in a few years after grad school. So, anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you are curious or have any interest, like any advice or perspectives about grad school, please comment them. I'd love to hear them. If you like this video, hit it with a like. If you want to hear more like this and follow me on my journey, then hit that subscribe button and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, bye.